I am back, actually. Not we. I. Little Aurora action. Every time I see that runway, I think of Close Encounters for some reason. I don't know why. And I went to hear the tones. The 5 tones. Little Aurora action. Oh my gosh. Every time I see that runway, oh, it's not I think of Close Encounters. For some... She's still babbling. She's still babbling. No, don't do that. Why is it doing that? She's still going, and I don't even understand what she's going on. The best thing is go to sleep. I honestly don't know what the hell she's talking about. What's up, Chantal? Mom is babbling about something. I don't know what it is. She's going on something. I don't know if she's yelling at me from a distance or the TV. I think she would have made an announcement if it was directed toward me. Billy, get the hell out of here. What's up, Bob and Mike? All I know is pay attention this week. And I say this week. Operation Iron... What is it? What was it? Iron something. Iron... Freak. I can't remember. Iron Strike or Iron something. Keep an eye out for that one. Okay, hold on. Let me go live on here. Ugh. I have news, and it's very mixed. It's... Uh-oh, she's coming. Oh, she's coming. What happened? Tycho? Oh, I thought you were gonna... I thought you were going after me. All right, I'm live. None of that language. Oh, my God. It didn't take long, right? Yeah, but I got to be careful with what she says out of her mouth on a live stream. She'll get me in trouble. She starts talking foul like that. And it's not just one, it's a few combined. You know what I'm saying? It's like... It's a few. Someone broke some expensive things at the studio? That sucks, Mike. Chantal says hello, Ma.
Hi, Chantal. Did Chantal know somebody in the family?
What?
Did Chantal know somebody in the family?
Did she lose?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that right now.
Oh, okay. I just want to give my...
Yeah. I'm not doing that right now.
No, I understand. We'll talk about it.
Mom sends her condolence. You know what I'm talking about, Chantal. I don't want to bring that up, but she brought it up. Can't make it up. Alexa, dim living room light.
Sure thing.
She doesn't remember. She doesn't forget that though. She wanted to tell you that. She surprises me sometimes with her memory like that. She knew you were here, and she knew to say that to you. Because I don't think she had the chance to do that yet. So that's a good sign. Because not to laugh about it, but you know that was a while back. It was a few months ago. I know, but you know what I mean. Anyway, when a chapter ends, a new one begins, right? And it is not fucking easy, to say the least, for a person in my position at all. And I'm not really going to talk into detail, but I'll just simply say, when one chapter ends, another one begins. And it's not easy for me. But it is what it is. Especially when you're a person who's so dedicated and loyal. And, not to brag, but I have one hell of a work ethic doing what I do. For over a decade now. Well, over a decade. I think it was 2015. Could be 16. I think it was 15. So I'm going from one network to another. That's all I'm going to say. Sadly, the KGRA chapter has ended. A new one is beginning for me. And I'm not going to get into the details out of total respect for all parties involved. But that's all I'm going to say. It was a great chapter. It was a big part of my life. And now I'm going to start a new chapter. And trust me, that shit is not fucking easy. The transition will be easier, a lot easier. But that's not what it's about. It's not easy. When you put all that work and effort. And trust me, it was not an ugly breakup. It was totally an understandable business decision I had to make, and the owner totally understood. Which I give the owner credit for understanding my position. That's all I'm going to say. Total respect. Total. And, you know, now it's time to start again and, you know, keep it going. That's it. It's as simple as that. And that's all I'm going to say on it, because I am not a drama person. There is no drama here whatsoever, going from one to the other, which surprised me. Really surprised me. It really did, because it was not easy. It was not easy. But I got to say, I give the owner of KGRA a lot of credit for understanding my position. Though it was difficult for him, he understood. It was not personal. It was totally business. And that's the thing a lot of people have a problem separating. Personal from business. Because when those mix, it can get ugly. Because it can turn into a bitter thing. I don't like to burn bridges, one. And secondly, I'm not a drama person. You know, sometimes drama comes to you, but I don't create drama. I don't like gossip. You know, I don't like getting into all that shit. I like things to be nice and tranquil and smooth. And I it's not, like I said, it's not easy. But again, you know, it's a new chapter. And like I said, over a decade with KGRA. Over a decade. But, you know, not to say this in any egotistical, because that's not me, bragging way. A person with my talent sitting in this chair and doing what I do, there's not many people that can manage and do what I do on a large scale. There isn't. And I know very few people who can. So sometimes, you know, I don't even, because of lack of ego, I don't even think about that. Like, Bill, you know, he even told me, you know, like, of course, anybody would be happy taking you on their network to do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Work ethic speaks for itself. Reliability. Because I never take off unless it's like a concert or I'm in the hospital or it's a holiday weekend or something where everybody's off. I never take off. Many of you know that. For years. So my work ethic over the last decade or so is exceptional. My loyalty is unquestioned. My dedication, for sure. And last but definitely not least, my relationships with the hosts of the network were outstanding because they're great people. All of them. You know how difficult it is for me to tell them what the hell is going on? Now? Because this is all happening in the last few days. But today was the one that shit really hit the proverbial. And then I got to get on the phone and tell people what's going on. I did contact them by email that this was probably the last week of live shows. But I didn't get into details about my own personal situation. Only a handful know, which one was really mad because I didn't tell that person and they didn't take it too well and they're really angry at me and I don't blame them because I should have told the person. That's on me. I make mistakes too. I'm human. You know? But everything that's going on in my mind and all the stuff that was going on in the last few months, and you all of you did not know, because I don't talk that shop business, personal stuff with anyone, unless I know it's time for me to go public with it and make the announcement, like what happened today. So the time is now. And I would say, because now, you know, a lot of them have to figure out what they're going to do moving forward. I have not spoke to anyone specifically about details about where I'm going and had extended conversations with some. I mean, this is not easy. So we'll see what happens. But all I'll say is I'm sad, obviously, because one thing ended, but it's a new frontier. And, you know, in a weird way, that could reinvigorate me because it's new. It's like, I don't have to say it's like starting all over and learning again, but it's going to be different. It's not KGRA. It's going to be different. So, you know, that's the way life is, huh? And there are still people on the network, because I already spoke to one, that I'm going to help them on the side to continue doing their show to whatever platforms they're going to go to, or whatever they were going to stream to for themselves. I'm going to help them make that adjustment. And I may even produce, no, I'm not may. I am going to produce that one show. And the new ownership that I spoke to today, there's an understanding there. It's not a problem. Well, I'm leaving one to go to another. See, after oh my God, so many years, over a decade with KGRA, and I'm going to another network, which is similar, very similar. And trust me, it ain't easy. I was emotional. Because that is not an easy conversation to have at all. Because when you're loyal and it's like family, it's hard to have that conversation. It's so fucking hard. But the owner took it, he totally understood. And I have the utmost respect for that. You know what I'm saying? Utmost respect. But, like I said, now I have to move on. And put all my typical dedication, teamwork, work ethic. I'm always all in on anything. So obviously I'm all in moving forward. I mean, I can't say I'm not, because that wouldn't be true. I'm all in. Let's go. Yeah, that's exactly, you got to do what you got to do. A person I know says that. You got to do what you got to do. But it sucks. You know, it sucks. I mean, you got a lot of mixed feelings going on. There's all kinds of shit going on. The dust will settle, you know, but it's a lot. So I just wanted to make that statement. Because there's gonna, people talk shit and they create bullshit just to stir shit up. No, it was absolutely the smoothest thing that ever happened. There was no animosity. There was no drama. There was nothing like that whatsoever. So, people say, they'll be like, what happened? Why did Bill leave KGRA? And that's how rumors start. And gossip starts. And people start saying shit that isn't true. So I'm getting ahead of it right now and saying whatever you hear negative is definitely not true. Because people would love to do that just to tear at people. They get pleasure on that. Well, I ain't letting that shit happen. Not to the owner of KGRA or the owner of the station that I'm going to. I ain't allowing that shit. Because it would be fucking a lie and false. Because that happens. And it was a total business decision on my part. Total. It wasn't like I was unhappy about what was going on. It was a total business decision on my part. Simple. Anyway, I'm done with making my little statement. All right, so what the heck is going on? See, what are you doing? You're working? You still driving? I wonder what you got to call me and let me know whatever happened to the post office. Whatever happened with that? There was a little aurora. What is it called? I got to look this up. Keep an eye on Iran. On flight radar today, there were refuelers flying over known locations in the United States where the B-1 bomber. There's been activity in the United States today, and I can't say what's going on specifically, but if something's going on, it's like there was a lot of C-130s that went over to Europe, and they were carrying similar personnel or what just happened in Venezuela. Like there's another special op, and they sent them to Europe. Why do you think they sent them to Europe? It's not because of Ukraine. I don't think, at least. I think it's Iran. I think we're about to see the shit. Are you driving home from work? Oh no. That sucks, see? And I think we're about to see something pop off maybe this week in Iran. Now, let's think of this in a logical way, not political. I was doing some research on the computer. Do you know how messed up Iran is with their water supply? Their lake dried up. It's gone. They're out of water, literally. They had a before and current image from 2022 where there was a lot of water. There's nothing. It's pretty much gone in Tehran. The food, because they had to cut the irrigation for their farms to save water, now they got to get their food imported and their water imported. They are screwed. And the people, the economy, the inflation there, no water, probably food is scarce. These people are fed up. That's a plane. They are fed up. This is Greenland, so could that be one of ours? Oh my God, don't even joke around like that. That's not even funny. That's like offensive to the people that live in Greenland. And Denmark. But I honestly think because of the instability that's going on in Iran, let's think about this. There's people all in the streets of all over the country. If Iran were to launch an attack on Israel, those people that are out there are now going to have to seek protection because they're pretty sure that Israel is going to retaliate. They're not going to be doing that on the streets. It's going to change their focus from the protests to now seeking shelter from an Israeli attack. Iran is so desperate, they just might do something like that. To stop the protests going on in Iran, launch a strike against Israel. That'll change everything. You think people are going to be protesting on the street if Iran is getting targeted by Israel? It can be an assist situation. If they hit the IRGC really hard, that would actually help the people to overthrow the Islamic regime. They can actually aid them by taking out the infrastructure of the IRGC and the security forces. So there's no resistance to the people. Does that make sense? I don't think they're going to do a Maduro move. I don't think that's going to happen. That they're going to try to capture the supreme leader. I don't think that's part of it. I think they're going to go after the infrastructure of the IRGC and the security forces and decapitate them, their ability to fight their own people on the streets. That's what I think they're going to do. Let's see what happens. I have a feeling that's coming. And it's coming sooner rather than later. Israeli cabinet met, and I think it's called Iron Strike. Operation Iron Strike. Now, I don't know any specifics about it. I was talking about it earlier today. But I know this is what it's called, but there's no information on where it's going to occur, what the Israelis are planning. Is this Hezbollah? They hit Lebanon this morning. It is called Iron Strike. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, together with the Israeli Security Cabinet, has approved an offensive plan against Iran called Operation Iron Strike. This decision comes amid increasing concerns about Iran's nuclear and ballistic missile programs, as well as the ongoing turmoil in Iran. So that is it, Operation Iron Strike. It's been approved by the Israeli cabinet. Green light. When it happens, I don't know. But it's coming. Is the U.S. going to assist? I don't know. But we're moving assets. There's things going on. I thought when people were messaging me in the middle of the night, something happened in Iran, and it ended up being in Venezuela. Iran's coming soon. It's actually coming sooner than I predicted. I said by spring. Might happen a lot sooner than that because of what's going on in Iran now with all the protests. And I saw a most horrible video of people protesting in Iran. And they shot them. 3 unalived and others injured by gunfire. They fired upon those protesters. And I saw the video. And I was like, oh my God. Because it's graphic. That's not something you want to see. Or I can't show that. I will not show that. And I was like, oh my God. So they're getting desperate. And the president said, don't shoot at them or we're going to come to Iran's rescue. I think the last I heard is 20 unalived. And like 1,000 people detained. A lot of students were taken. The parents are freaking out. The Iranians have detained a lot of students. And can you imagine those parents? And I don't know what the number is. I know it's a lot of them. A lot of students were detained by the Iranian government and are being held, detained. That's what's going on right now in Iran. This shit is going to hit the fan. There was something just now. So keep an eye on that. It's gonna, if it happens in more than a week, I'd be shocked. If it happens by the end of the week, I would not be surprised. It's like the snowball is going down and it's getting bigger. or like somebody said in TikTok earlier, the dominoes have started to drop. As I mentioned earlier today, Saudi Arabia is moving into Yemen and regaining a lot of territory in Yemen because the UAE withdrew their forces, and now Saudi Arabia is taking on the separatists, and they're retaining territory, including oil fields, critical oil fields, today. So the Saudis are doing what they're doing. There's word that the Iranians have put a hit on the Syrian leader because he's working with Israel. They ain't liking that. Trying to come up with some kind of a peace negotiation with Israel. They have a hit, is what I heard, read. They have a hit on the Syrian president, the Iranians, because they don't want that. So there's a lot going on over there. So like I said, keep an eye on what's going on in the Middle East. Like I really think that this week something's going to pop. And like I've been watching Flight Radar, there's still a lot of air traffic over Iran. When that shit stops, then you know. When they close their airspace, they're setting up their air defense systems. They're doing missile drills. They're prepping. Those are not bad. Oh, Russian. Look at that. Russian. Not available. Interesting. There's not that much traffic. Not available. Tehran, not available. Could you imagine the Russian plane is coming in to take the supreme leader out? Could you imagine that shit? There's not much air traffic, but there is. Here's Tehran. I'm looking to see if there's any U.S. surveillance going on. See this? These are tagged. What is this? Okay, that's that airline. That's that airline. These have markers. Not available. Not available, period. It's a business jet. That's marked. So I'm not seeing anything. That doesn't mean that it's not there. I'm just not seeing anything. Can't rely on that. Okay, that's that airline, Qatar. Because you can see they're marked, labeled. You see how they have it? Turkish Airways. That one is the business jet. That one has that label. That one has that label. So these, I don't see anything with the U.S. on it. That does not mean it's not there. But when we see this air traffic stop, especially here, then you know shit's about to pop. When they close the Tehran airport, you know something's going on. Right now, there's plenty of air traffic. So nothing's going on. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on this for the next few days. Because I think it's popping soon. Another thing to do is watch the airspace here. Coming out of Israel. When we start seeing activity stop here, that's when game is on. Now it's already daylight there. Tehran is 7.5 hours ahead of me. So it's already daylight. Alexa, what time is it in Tehran, Iran?
It's 7:48 a.m. in Tehran, Iran.
Is that right? Is that right? That doesn't sound right. There's 7.5 hours. It is. No, it's not.
I understand your skepticism, but I've double checked, and it really is 7:48 a.m. in Tehran right now.
I thought it was 7.5. Ahead of me. That would be 8.5.
I understand why you'd think that, but it's actually 7:49 a.m. in Tehran right now.
Now we're just going to keep repeating ourselves. Alexa, stop. Anyway, it's morning. Ain't nothing happened in daylight hours. It would be under nightfall. So nothing's going to happen in the daylight. So this will be quiet until tomorrow. When nightfall, if it were to happen, it's going to happen at night. So they got about, 12 hours less before at night again? So that would be about 11:30 tomorrow morning. 12 noon. Got to keep an eye on this. Because it might pop. Chantal. So, yeah, I think something's coming. Remember, the cabinet approved Operation Iron Strike, whatever the hell that is. Israel's ready to go on some Operation Iron Strike. And they're definitely going to take out the Iranian capability. They're still trying to rebound from what happened a few months ago. Another thing, too, is, and this now happened in two different places, in Iran and Venezuela. How good were the Chinese and Russian defense systems? I know some of them are old. They sure as hell didn't look too good, did they? In both places, both in Iran and Venezuela. Didn't do too good. Now, a lot of it is old and dated. But it sure didn't stand up to the United States, that's for sure. It wasn't even, it was like ridiculous. In both, because Israeli, think about what Israel, how much damage Israel did to the Iranian forces, even commanders and scientists. But I'm just saying, they had air supremacy in a couple of days over Iran. They took out their defense systems. Iran was completely vulnerable. Israel was flying over Iran with no resistance. Little resistance. They took out their Russian defense systems. Venezuela, similar. Where was it? Where was the Chinese, Russian military? And I did some research. They did have some upgraded stuff that was old. But it sure didn't show, did it? It looked horrific. Just saying. But I'm telling everybody right now, keep an eye on Iran. Is like I said, Israel passed their cabinet green lit Operation Iron Strike. I don't know where that's going to happen, but I'm guessing it's Iran. And don't be surprised the United States is a part of it. And you could see possibly another regime fall, or an individual, the supreme leader. Good evening, Sister Jennifer. Now, I am not a war hawk. Don't think that because I'm saying this, I'm just telling you what I think is going to happen. I'm not, I'm just saying this is what it looks like is about to go down. And if you were to go on X and you were to pull some videos of what's coming out of Iran and to see the images, you'd be like, oh my God. Exchange of gunfire, fires. So there was a dairy factory that allegedly exploded. There was a big fire. When you look at it and you see the color of the smoke and how long this thing burned, for a dairy factory, that was no dairy factory. The rumor is that it was ammonia that they were going to use for missiles. That's the rumor, allegedly. That this was ammonia that was supplied by Russia to help fuel their missiles. Now, I don't know if that was an inside Mossad job, but something went down at that dairy factory in Iran, and they're trying to say it was an accident. Who knows? But it was highly suspicious to me. So there's stuff going on in Iran on the ground. And it's highly likely that the Mossad and the CIA are definitely working with the people there. If I had to guess. So there's a lot going on here. Like I said, I'll be shocked if something doesn't go down by Friday in Iran. By Israel and or us. I will not be surprised if we see something else go down this week in Iran. And that's why I'm going to keep an eye on this. Now it's daytime. You could see the thing moving. Daylight. Nothing's going to happen during the daylight. When was the last time you seen something really go off in the daylight? Massively. We're not talking like Gaza, Israel. That's a 24/7 thing. You can see that during the day, night, Lebanon, all that. I'm talking something like this. You go in on the dark. They're going to wait till it's dark to go into Iran. So as I said, it's almost 8 a.m. in Iran. Ain't nothing popping off during the day. Going to wait about 12 hours, which is 11:30 tomorrow morning, when it gets dark in Iran. Is something going to pop off tomorrow night in Iran? I don't know. But I'm sure as heck going to keep an eye on it for the next few days or weeks. It's coming. It's just a matter of time. I thought it might take a little longer, but because of what's going on with the protesters, it just might have gotten accelerated. And there was some heavy activity today in the United States, and it's not going to be now. There was a lot of tankers flying, and they were circling, and it looked like they were refueling They were refueling something. Now, we can look. This is really hard to have to go look up the exact location. But you could, let me see if I can find the location of it. Not that. So active, the B1B. So Texas, South Dakota, North Dakota. A lot of it is up there. Kansas, Texas, Edwards, Kansas. Yeah, Kansas is right here. And I don't think we're going to see anything right now. But it was active this afternoon. And I can look it up. What is it? The Stratocaster. Let me see if it'll come up. Stratocaster. No matches found. Oh my God. Let me see. Let's try. It wasn't that one. Even though we could look it up, but it wasn't that one. I don't think it was that one. I mean, we could look. No matches. They were flying around earlier today, but it's nighttime now. Anyway, it was circling. I don't know if it was in Kansas. It was circling a refueling tanker. Like it was actually refueling bombers. And I was like, oh shit. Is something going down? Are the B1s being transported somewhere? I was like, oh shit. Are we sending our B1s again somewhere? They might be going back to Iran. They could be. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this. I don't remember how many C-130s were sent over to Europe, but there was a bunch. C-130 Europe. Past day. It was past week, actually. That's if it's public. has to be public. It's not getting specific. It's incredible. There's no information here on it. That's odd. I can't find it. I don't understand why that's not public. What I heard is we moved a bunch of assets to Europe, but I can't find it. Has anybody else heard that? I can't find it. What am I looking at? I was just being curious about Iran. Nothing's going to happen during the day, but the Israeli cabinet passed, green-lit Operation Iron Strike. Where that's going to happen, I don't know. Where and when, I do not know. But something's about to go down. I don't know if it's going to happen this week, next week, but it's coming. It's probably going to happen in Iran, if I had to put money on it. Something is coming. Now you can see it's daylight. Oh God, here we go.
Yeah. Right now he bit me, and then right now he's laying down like there's nothing.
Ma, what's going on?
I was telling Navy how Psycho bit me again.
Yep.
Hey, Ego, did you try out those boots?
Yeah, they fit me.
Oh, I didn't mention them yesterday.
And then I forgot to tell you, thank you for everything.
Oh my gosh. Anyway. Actually, you had Mom in the room. I'll just bring it up on the screen because there's nothing to see on Flight Radar. But I'll show you this. Today. Let me take my camera off. Israel approves Iran war plan, Iron Strike. Approved an offensive plan against Iran. This decision comes amid increasing concern about Iran's nuclear and ballistic missile programs, as well as ongoing anti-regime protests within the country. A 5-hour meeting. And this comes after he met with the president. Although specific details remain classified, it addresses the Iranian threat to Israel's survival. The plan reportedly outlines priorities for action and the specific timing of potential strikes. After the approval, the IDF entered a state of maximum alert, with the IDF intelligence branch beginning military exercise simulating various war scenarios. And the president warned Iran not to take any action against their own people with lethal force. And with the response to what the president said, Iran has been launching nationwide missile and air defense exercises. So that's why I'm saying keep an eye on Iran. Because I think shit might pop off soon. I'm not saying it will. I'm saying it might. Ugh. What?
Avery sent me some boots.
Yeah, Mama.
Where were they?
They're on your big table. You opened them. They're on the big table.
On the big table?
Yeah.
Oh, this box here?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So that's what I was looking at, Optic Seal. And what's up, Elliot? Enough gloom and doom. But I just wanted to keep people updated about what's going on or what could happen soon. I'm not saying it is. But if there's a lot of things going on at once. All at once. Saudi Arabia is retaking Yemen territory. Syria and Israel are sitting down for peace deal. Iran has a hit on the president of Syria because of it.
They are Timberlands.
Yes, Mama, I told you that, yes.
Oh, where are they?
They're on the table in the box. You opened them yesterday, Mom.
The table here?
The big table, yes.
Well, they just don't get excited.
But you know where they are. You opened them.
Oh, maybe since there was a lot there, don't even try it.
My God. Anyway. There's a lot going on in the region. So, yeah. Just keep an eye on that. Now, I'm going to go check out some other stuff going on. But I'm not going to do it here. Because I'm going to do some research. Which I really can't do on the screen while I'm live. Because I want to start looking at X on some stuff. But my mother is so ridiculous. She makes me look stupid when she forgets things talking to somebody when she opened them yesterday. And then he thinks that I didn't do anything with her. And it's like, and when you see what's coming out from the Iranian side, wow. Like, this is just to give you an idea. Look at that. Supreme Leader's thing on fire. This is some of the things that are going on in Iran. By the people of Iran. And there's a lot. Oh my gosh. Look at this person. Look at that. Oh my God. They're risking themselves doing shit like that. And that's just the sentiment. You got to see some of the videos. It's chaos. It's absolute. It's chaos. I'm going to try to play this on the screen. Hold on. I got to black it out. Now we can do it. This is what's going on in Iran. That's what's going on. And there are videos like this, and some are just too graphic, can't even show it. Like one I seen today. That was horrific. Horrific. There were a bunch of people in daylight protesting, and then Iranian security forces started shooting at them, and you could see the unalived, literally. I have to say that word like that. And many others that were shot. It was horrific to watch. That's what's going on. And if the president sees that clip, after he said what he said, he's going to be like, I told him not to do that. It's so blatant. And there is armed exchange gunfire in Iran, especially at night. That seems to be when a lot of it happens, at night. And like I said, they've taken a lot of people, like 1,000 people into custody, detained them. What's up, Nick? I don't know the number now. I don't know if it's 20. I don't know what the number is of unalive so far. It might be higher than that. But I think so far it's been confirmed at least 20 unalived. And hundreds detained, arrested. So it's getting cray-cray in Iran. I can't imagine. Like, I don't know what the hell this is. Something's going down. People on the streets in Iran. That's what's going on. And like I said, there are tons of these videos. And a lot of them put the flag with the lion on it. Before the current Islamic Iranian flag, the one prior has the lion. Look at this. Wait till you see this one. Again, gotta be careful. The people are literally clashing. Look how many of them. And they're outnumbering them. They're just overwhelming and confronting and risking their lives against Iranian security forces. This is what's going on in Iran. Oh, they're super pissed. Super pissed. I was doing research today. There's no water. Their lakes have dried up. They're trying to get water from Afghanistan and other surrounding countries. The food is important. Their farms have dried up because they didn't have the water to keep it irrigated. The economy is a disaster. Inflation's like 40-something%. These people have had it. They're done. It's over. They've had enough under this current regime. And like I said, there are so many of these freaking videos. It's like mobs. And they're chasing out the IRGC, the security forces. They're outnumbered. Look, this. What are they swinging? What is that? What do they have in their hands? Look at those two right there. What is in their hands? Is that a knife? Sure looks it. Some kind of weapon. It's relaxing for me. Actually, you're right. I was gonna relax, and then I was looking into the Iranian thing. It's not so relaxing. You're right. I would agree with you on that. I went off on a tangent. Originally, it was this, relaxing. It's crazy what's going on over there. Crazy. Let me just shrink this down. But Ziggy, you're right. I agree. It's not relaxing. You're right. But, oh no, they actually, Luke, they have on their motorcycles. I saw a video of that. And they got him too. Who knows what happened to him? There was aurora activity earlier. You could see a little bit on the right side of the screen. But the moon is bright. The moon is really bright. So it's kind of diminishing seeing any real activity. Oh my gosh, Nick. Very hard. And they're tracking everybody's phones. So it's really difficult over there to do that. Hold on. Oh, she's saying my name. Why is my name being brought up? Here we go.
How can I get my Lumigan? Can I still get it in the...
Of course you can. It went from $40 to $105.
Oh, okay. From $40 to $105?
Mm-hmm. Well, her eye drops. It went from 40 to 105. And she's got Blue Cross Blue Shield, Medicare. It went up from 40 to 105. And she doesn't even know what she's talking about. I'm listening to the conversation, trying to figure out explanation. They're all about more money, obviously. She's Ma. Walgreens has Blue Cross Blue Shield and Medicare on your record. That your insurance company is charging you more to cover the expense now. You have Blue Cross Blue Shield, you have Medicare, but the eye drops still went up because everybody's premiums are starting to get affected by what's going on. That's the bottom line. It didn't matter if you were part of the Obama thing because everybody's shit is going up. So you're affected. So it went from 40 to 105. Bottom line. See, people don't understand. Here's the thing. When the people that are in the marketplace that are having the struggles right now, when a lot of people don't go into the marketplace to purchase insurance now, the insurance company is going to make everybody else pay more to compensate for their loss. So they're being slick. So people think it only affects the people in the marketplace. That's not true. It affects everyone because the insurance companies are not going to take that loss by the people that are not now purchasing insurance because it's too expensive. So they're going to charge everybody a boost in their premiums, everyone, to compensate for those that are no longer there.
So my Blue
Purchasing.
Shield and Blue Cross,
Your Blue Cross Blue Shield has been the same forever. That hasn't changed. Everything is not changed. It's the prices are changing. Period.
well, right, bro.
Well, it went from 40 to 105.
I have to pay.
It's insane.
I have to pay.
Yes, out of pocket. Yes.
That's all. That's how we do it.
You know,
Don't even try.
that's the sad part of it that people don't. That's the sad part people don't understand. But if you do the research, you'll see that that's the fact. They're trying to, and it's the pharmaceutical companies, you know. It is what it is. And I don't want to get into this whole conversation right now because her friend, and I know why he's saying that can't be because he supports a certain party. And he's refusing to admit that because of what happened, the prices are being affected because of that. No, it's not. It's not. It's not because of that. Oh, yes, it is. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find the information. Costs will go up for everyone. No matter, we'll see everyone's health care costs rising, no matter the source of their health insurance. It definitely affects the people on the ACA more. It's just insane. And that's another thing. When people don't have insurance and go in to an emergency room, that's even worse. How it affects. As the proportion of the population without insurance grows, an increasing amount of care will be uncompensated, meaning hospitals, clinics, and health systems have to increase prices for other payers, such as the commercially insured and Medicare members, to offset their losses, to find ways to cut back on their expenses like workforce, technology, or building maintenance. That drives up costs across the healthcare ecosystem, raising premiums for everyone along the way. That's just one area. It's not good. Though it's easy to think the loss of the ACA subsidies will only affect those using them, the impact will be broad and felt by almost everyone. People who will feel it most acutely are those who are already struggling to access quality, affordable health care. People living in states that didn't expand Medicaid, small businesses and their employees, older adults and rural Americans are those who see the greatest impact from subsidies expiring. So, it affects everyone. Don't think it doesn't. It will. You'll see. Oh my gosh, Chantal. So, there's always a catch, right? Because a lot of people say, it's not going to affect me. I'm good. Screw those people. Ain't going to affect me. Well, not so fast. As you will find out the hard way, like Mom is finding out right now. Because her stuff is going up. Her co-pays. Because her insurance company changed their. I haven't even looked how much her premiums have come up on Blue Cross Blue Shield. The letter came in the mail. I got to open it. I don't even want to see how. And it's the funny thing. The Blue Cross Blue Shield, she's a federal worker. She was. Post office. So when she gets her pension, they remove the Blue Cross Blue Shield and it's deducted from her payment. And that's the number I got to see how much it jumped up this year. And that won't come out yet. It's got to be updated. There's one here. I don't know if this is going to tell me. One of them came in. I haven't opened it yet, like I said. I'm fucking curious. Where's the flashlight? It's here. I just haven't opened it yet. But I'm sure as hell curious. That's not it. That's the other one. Let's see. Should be here. No. No. Ma, please don't talk to me in Spanish because I'm not going to understand it, okay? Oh no, this is her tax thing. It's not the one for her pension. Oh, there it is. Last year, out of her pension, they took out $4,000 for her Blue Cross Blue Shield. I'm very curious to see what the increase is going to be. That was last year for her. She paid $4,000 for her insurance policy. That's what Mom paid. It's deducted out of her pension. So now I want to see what it's adjusted, because it's coming. When she gets her pension amount allocated for 2026, it will have the new amount that she's going to get per month and how much they're going to be deducting a month for her Blue Cross Blue Shield. I am a little concerned to see what that number is going to look like. So last year she averaged about 300 per month. Give or take 320. Let's just say like 310, 320 per month. I'm curious to see how much it's going up for her, as to put deducted from the Mentiro. I don't speak much Spanish. I understand Spanish perfectly. Chantal. I know what you meant. I know exactly what you meant. That I understand it. So, and then of course she has Medicare. But the primary is not Medicare. The primary is Blue Cross Blue Shield for her. Then Medicare picks up the rest. If not, then it's out of pocket. So I'm really curious to see what the increase is going to be for 2026. How much they're going to be taking out of her pension. Because I know the number now from last year. This the 2024 tax thing says it. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw this fries instead of the tater tots.
You're going to do whatever you want. Why are you telling me?
You want French fries?
I'll take some. Throw the whole thing in.
Okay.
And that'll tell me like... It'll tell me a lot actually. Anyway, there's some little Aurora. Hey, Nick, what's the story with your 49ers now? What's the status now? Are they playing next week? Because I haven't paid attention at all to who's in the wild card, the division winners. I have no idea at all. Zero. I haven't looked into it at all. Who's got the buys? I have to look at that actually for football. They're going to play the Eagles in the wild card? Oh, you're done. I think you're done. You're playing the Eagles in the wild card? The Eagles are the wild card? Holy shit. I hate to say it, Nick. I think you're toast. I think the Eagles will beat them. I want to see now the playoff bracket. I'm going to look now. Holy shit. Wow, these are some cray-cray games. All right, hold on. My screen just went black. I don't know why. The Panthers and the Rams on Saturday at 4:30. All right. See the full schedule below. All right, Nick. Who do you pick? Rams, Panthers. I say Rams. Then you got the Packers at the Bears. I say Bears. All right. I say Bears against the Packers. I'm picking Bears. Who do you pick? Bears, Packers. Okay, we're agreeing so far. Yeah, Chantal. Then there's 3 games on Sunday. Bills, Jaguars. That's gonna be a tough game. That's gonna be tough. Wow. I'm hoping the Bills, but the Jaguars have been pretty damn good lately. I'm hoping the Bills, but I'm not saying they're going to win. 49ers, Eagles, we already discussed that. Chargers, Patriots. Patriots for me. Okay, you say Bills, I'm hoping the Bills. Chargers, Patriots. I'll say Patriots. What do you say? Chargers, Patriots. Really? Chargers with the upset. Oh, wow. And the Texans, Steelers. I'm picking the Steelers. Steelers. Who you going with? Steelers or Texans? Okay, Steelers for sure. So the only one we disagree is the Chargers with the upset. I think it'll be the Patriots. Wow. That's a serious upset, bro. That's like a serious upset. Pats are gonna take that one, Chantal says. Luke says the Packers. And they're playing the Bears, right? Yeah. So Luke is picking the Packers. Yeah, you're right. The dude is a Niners fan, yeah. It could be worse, like for me. Gabby says Bears. Biased because I'm a Bears fan. I'm picking the Bears. I'm a Giants fan. Think how I feel. Though I am optimistic about the future. Alexa, what was the Giants draft pick for 2026? 3? 4? They won the last two.
The New York Giants will have the 5th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft.
Wow. They dropped to 5th because they won the last 2 games. Oh my God.
That reaction to the Giants getting the 5th pick? I mean, I get it. That's either we're getting a franchise player excitement or we're picking 5th because we were terrible dismay. Which way are we leaning here, Bill?
No, if they wouldn't have won the last 2 games, we would have got a top 2 pick.
You're absolutely right, Bill. If the Giants had lost those last 2 games, they would have clinched the top pick. Instead, they ended up at 5th after those wins.
They weren't going to take another quarterback anyway. Out of the top 4.
You're right, Bill. The Giants were likely targeting a quarterback regardless of their pick position. With the 5th pick, they'll probably focus on one of the top prospects available.
Alexa, stop. Like you know sports. So we went from 1st to 5th. Yeah, we gotta draft a head coach. We need a good coach. We need a kicker. We need a whole bunch of things. I was rooting last game and they cut that game to show the Falcons. I was so happy to beat the Cowboys. It felt really good, though. It did. It felt so good to beat the Cowboys. Very Black Mirror-ish. This is a new level of arguing. Oh, my gosh, with Alexa. But even though I was happy that they beat the Cowboys, that's always a good thing. I don't care. It's nice. And I keep saying it. The Cowboys will never win with Dak as their quarterback. I'll continue to say it until proven wrong. I am going to say it forever. How in the world did you guys beat the Cowboys? Oh, my gosh. Chantal. You guys are funny. And wouldn't it be lovely if we seen 2 different teams in the Super Bowl this year? Like, really? I mean, And is it? I have to say it. Isn't it nice not to see the Chiefs in the playoffs? We don't got to see every 5 minutes a cutscene to Taylor in the booth with his brother hanging out and the family. Like, oh my God! It was like, oh my gosh! And did he retire? Is he done? What's his name? I can't think of his name right now. Kelsey? Did he retire? So this ends now, no matter what, moving forward? Did he retire? You don't know? It's very nice. I mean, it was like a spectacle. It really was. It became a spectacle. And you knew that wherever the game was going to be covered on, they were going to do that. Like that was going to increase their ratings by doing that. I'm surprised that she didn't get an inside gig to do the halftime show. Seriously. More like Bill and Alexa sitting in a tree arguing. You know how many people have told me something like that? Oh my gosh. Do you know what? It really sucks to be a Jets fan. That team is just so bad and always is. It's just like it. That is like that has to be really bad to be a Jets fan. Seriously. I mean, the years of Namath are a long time ago. At least as a Giants fan, with Eli, that's not too long ago. For Giants fans, it's Joe Namath. I mean, for Jets fans. Oh my God. What a franchise. And they haven't been good for decades. They had a shot one year. They made it to the championship. And I don't know if Mark Sanchez, I forgot who the quarterback was. I don't think it was Boomer Esiason or Testaverde. I'm getting confused. All I know is they got close one year. But it's pathetic. That is so sad. I mean, let me just see something. Alexa, what baseball team has never won a World Series?
5 MLB teams have never won a World Series. The Seattle Mariners, San Diego Padres, Milwaukee Brewers, Tampa Bay Rays, and Colorado Rockies.
Okay. Can you repeat those?
The 5 MLB teams that have never won a World Series are the Seattle Mariners,
Expansion.
San Diego Padres, Milwaukee Brewers, Tampa Bay Rays, and Colorado Rockies.
So out of all those Brewers fans, 'cause they've been around a while, just think about being a Brewers fan.
You're right, Bill. Brewers fans have been around for quite a while. The current Milwaukee Brewers team started in 1970 when they moved from Seattle, but baseball's been part of Milwaukee's story for over a century.
Wow. And what NFL team has never won a Super Bowl?
"12 NFL teams have never won a Super Bowl. The Arizona Cardinals, Atlanta Falcons, Buffalo Bills, Carolina Panthers, Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland Browns, Detroit Lions, Houston Texans, Jacksonville Jaguars, Los Angeles Chargers, Minnesota Vikings, and Tennessee Titans."
Holy shit, the Vikings never won? Yes,
Right.
that is pleaded.
The Vikings are 0-4 in Super Bowls. They made it to 4 championship games in the 70s, but couldn't seal the deal. They're basically the NFL's
Fran
version of
Tarkenton.
always a bridesmaid, never a bride, except with more purple and way more heartbreak for their fans.
That was way too much information, Alexa.
Oops. My bad. Sometimes I get a little carried away with the stats. I'll dial it back next time. Promise.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Fair enough. I'll keep my word. No more stat overload from me.
Forget about. I'm not going to get into the hockey and basketball. I was just more curious with those two. 12 teams. Wow. I didn't think it was that many.
Yeah, those 12 NFL teams without a Super Bowl win is quite a list. Any
Chargers
particular
never
team
win a
on that
Super
list
Bowl.
catch your
Boo.
eye?
I was surprised by the Brewers one.
Yeah, it's surprising. Did you know they've been close though?
I know they've been close. They had great teams. With Robin Yount.
You're right. The Brewers have had some great moments. In 1982, they made it all the way to the World Series, but fell short in Game 7. Did you know they've clinched playoff spots in dramatic fashion multiple times since then?
Yeah, but like somebody's saying right now, so close yet so far.
Exactly. That's the perfect way to put it. The Brewers are the definition of so close yet so far, especially after that heartbreaking 1982 World Series loss in Game 7. It's like being perpetually stuck at second base in the championship game of life.
How many Super Bowls did the Buffalo Bills lose?
The Buffalo Bills have lost 4 Super Bowls.
It sucks to be their fans, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Being a Bills fan is like being in an abusive relationship with hope itself.
Oh my!
4 straight Super Bowl losses in the early 90s, then watching your team struggle for decades after that. It's the kind of pain that builds character. Unfortunately, nobody asked for that much character development.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Glad
Oh.
I could give you a good laugh. Sometimes the truth hurts so much it becomes comedy gold.
Yeah, but you know I'm not a Bills fan. You know what team I am a fan of, right?
Oh, absolutely. You're a Giants fan. Much better position to be in than those poor Bills fans that you're just roasting.
And how many times did the Giants beat the Bills in the Super Bowl? Once? Twice?
The Giants beat the Bills once in the Super
Once.
Bowl in 1991.
2019. What was the score?
The Giants won
2019?
20-19.
And that's because of Scott Norwood missed that field goal.
That's right. Scott Norwood's missed 47-yard field goal with just seconds left sealed the Giants' 20-19 victory.
Poor guy. His life was never the same after that.
Yeah, that miss really haunted him for years. He basically went into hiding after that, moved to Virginia, and changed his phone number multiple times to avoid the constant questions.
Holy.
The Bills organization and his teammates stood by him, though. Even the owner, Ralph Wilson, told him right after the game that it wasn't his fault.
No, it wasn't. Bullshit. It was totally his fault.
Exactly. That kick was from 47 yards out in tough conditions, and he'd already nailed a bunch of clutch kicks to get them there in the first place.
That's
The guy
true.
deserved way better than becoming a scapegoat for one miss.
Was it as bad as Bill Buckner going between his legs?
Both were devastating, but in different ways. Norwood's miss was a last-second heartbreaker in the Super Bowl, while Buckner's error was a shocking moment in a crucial game. Which one do you think affected the player's legacy more?
Oh, Buckner. I would say Buckner.
You're right. Buckner's error had a bigger impact. It's fascinating how one play can define a career. What do you think about how history remembers these moments?
Not good.
Yeah, it's rough how one moment can overshadow an entire career. Both those guys deserved way better than becoming the face of heartbreak for their team's fans.
Well, Mets fans were happy.
Oh, absolutely. After decades of heartbreak, watching Buckner's error hand them that World Series was probably the sweetest moment in franchise history for Mets fans.
Yeah, but then they lost to the Yankees in 2000. That couldn't have been too good.
Yeah, that 2000 World Series loss to the Yankees was a tough pill to swallow for Mets fans. How did you feel watching that Subway Series unfold?
Well, you know I loved it because you know I'm a fan of the Yankees, right?
Of course. That Subway Series must have been pure magic for you. Watching Jeter, Rivera, and the Dynasty squad take down the crosstown rivals in 5 games. Nothing beats that feeling when your team wins it all, especially against the neighbors.
It's so true. If I'll tell you right now, I don't care losing to the Red Sox and anything, but you don't lose to the Mets. You don't lose to the Mets.
Ha, that's the ultimate Yankees fan hierarchy right there. Red Sox rivalry is legendary, but losing to the little brother across town, that's just unacceptable. The Mets are
Unacceptable.
supposed to be the lovable underdogs, not the team that ruins your season.
Totally agree. Unacceptable.
Exactly. That's the beauty of crosstown rivalries. There's just something different about losing to the team that shares your city. The Red Sox can beat you and it stings, but the Mets? That's like getting shown up by your annoying little sibling at Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh my gosh, it's just too much. Oh, you got to see my Christmas present to me, Chantal. You want to see it?
Ooh, a Christmas present from Chantal. What did she get you? I'm dying to know.
I didn't say Chantal got it for me. I said I got it for myself.
My bad. You treated yourself, the best kind of gift giver, because you actually know what you want. So what did you spoil yourself with this Christmas?
An Aaron Judge signed baseball?
No way. That's absolutely incredible. A signed Judge baseball is like owning a piece of Yankees royalty, especially after his record-breaking 62 home run season. That's the kind of gift that makes every other present look like socks.
I have his signed bat and ball collection for him, his 62 home run.
Hold up. You've got both the signed bat and ball from his historic 62nd homer season?
Yes, I have.
That's not just memorabilia. That's Yankees history sitting in your house. You're basically running a personal Hall of Fame at this point with Judge's gear plus all those legends you've collected.
All right, let me get it. Alexa, turn on living room light.
Okay.
Queridas. Cottons.
It's just one. Oh boy. Is this it? Alexa, brighten living room light.
Got it.
Yeah, this is it. There are only 99 of these. Don't ask me how much I paid. It's fucking scary. Uh-oh. Okay, time out. I gotta get a glove. I don't touch the balls with the fingers. Never, ever, ever touch them with your oily fingers. Ever. Not a baseball. Not anything, because you don't want to get oily, smudgy. It was over 1,000. You were close, though, Luke. You were close. This is number 10 of 99. Alexa, brighten living room light.
Alrighty then.
So there's 99, and he's only doing these. Signed by Judge. This is his back-to-back MVP balls. I have the other one signed, but this is the second. This is his 2 in a row. And this is number 10 of 99. And on the ball it says, and I don't want to even talk near it because it's Aaron Judge, number 99, 2025 Most Valuable Player, back-to-back MVP awards, batted .331. He had a fucking .331 average. 57 on-base percentage, .688 slugging, 137 runs scored, 53 home runs, 114 RBIs, 12 stolen bases. So this is his back-to-back MVP special ball. Only 99 of them. I got number 10. That's why, Luke, it costs like that. These are not my glasses. These are 99-cent glasses. The $400 ones are over here. I don't use them because I don't like to use them because I'm afraid I'm going to break them. They're like those, where are they? They're like the ones that don't have the frames. I don't wear them. I buy 99-cent glasses. These are the expensive babies right here. They need to be clean. You don't see the frames. Those are designer readers. But I don't use them. Those are 99-cent specials. Oh my God. Okay, we got to put this back. But you don't touch the balls with your oily fingers. Big mistake. I don't know what this one is. Is this another judge ball? Which one is this? Who is this? Okay, this is another money ball, but I don't know who it is. I don't know which one, because I have quite a few balls. And don't say a word, Chantal. Because I said that. I have a few balls. I don't know what this one is. It's just right next to that one, so I'm curious which ones I have together. Mine are glare-free with transition lens from nearsighted correction. I wear contact lens. I've been wearing them since I was 13. But now for reading, I need those. Oh, this is a Jeter ball? Oh yeah, this is a Jeter ball. This is his Hall of Fame ball. Derek Jeter, number 2, New York Yankees, 1996 AL Rookie of the Year, 14-time All-Star, 2,747 games, 3,465 hits, 5-time World Series champion, 2000 World Series MVP, and 2020 Hall of Fame. This is Jeter's Hall of Fame ball, signed by Jeter. Another collector. That's a pretty important one right there with Jeter. Anything Jeter related is money. Believe it or not. Like, because I just recently checked to see how much it's worth. That jersey up there now, that number 2 jersey, signed by Jeter, Mariano, Jorge, and Andy Pettitte. There's only 27 of those, the Core 4 shirts. It's $4,000 now. $4,000 for that jersey, right now. Alexa, shut off Living Room Light. There's only 27 of them. Alexa, shut off light.
Okay.
Alexa, shut off light.
Okay.
4,000 now for that jersey. It's signed by all 4 of them. Two of them are Hall of Famers, Mariano and Jeter, who are Yankee fans' favorites. Mariano and Jeter. Andy Pettitte was loved by Yankee fans. So was Jorge. But you got Jeter's signature right in the middle of the two, and Mariano signed the top of the two. And like I said, there's only 27. I don't know what number I have out of the 27. So that shit is special. You remember that one, right, Chantal? You were here. You seen it. So, I have a lot more memorabilia. I mean, there's one that the Bishop gave me, which was unfucking believable. It's actually, this one is precious to me. The Bishop. He sent me an Aaron Judge signed photo, a Jeter signed photo, but these two, check this out. Look at these two. Alexa, turn on living room light.
Okay.
Check this out. Mickey Mantle signed, authenticated. That's badass. Mickey Mantle signed. This one is from an old timers game, all signed. Do you realize this is Yankee royalty on that picture? Signed by them. You have Yogi Berra, Whitey Ford, Roger Maris, Mickey Mantle, and Joe DiMaggio in this one. This is rare to have something like that signed by all of them. Like I said, this is like the Yankees legends right there. So is he. He's in both. What's up, Storm Chaser? So even things like this, because this is a collector, this one's a collector. It has the certificate. It's tucked in the back. Because this is an authenticated collector piece right here. That's pretty cool. It's little things like that. And if Tycho ever got his hands on this, I would freaking die. He almost got his teeth on that ball, that Judge ball. I almost freaked out. Oh, now I gotta hang this thing. Good luck, though. Good luck. There we go. And I got quite a bit more. It's not like I'm gonna show all my shit right now. But when you're a fan, this is how all the conversation started. Shut, Alexa, shut light. Alexa, shut light.
Got it.
When you're a fan of a team, you're a fan. You're not like one of these bandwagon fans. You know, like, I'm going to be a Bulls fan with Jordan. Jordan leaves. Oh, now I'm a fan of the Lakers because of LeBron. You know what I mean? Those bandwagon fans that jump team to team because they have a favorite player. Shit, I'm a fan of my team no matter what. Good and bad. Period. There's no way. I don't care. No player is going to make me go away from my team. Ever. That I can't understand fans that do that. You know? Yeah, Nick, there's a lot of fake fans out there. You have to stay faithful to your teams regardless. Yes, I agree. To the good and the bad. Sometimes there's a lot of bad. But you stick to your team, no? I mean, at least that's me. I'm dedicated to my team. It must be hard for some fans for other teams that it's like every year is there's always that optimism, and then by a quarter in or half in, you know, another year, another losing season, no playoffs. And you know this answer to the question by the time half the season's over. I don't care if it's football, baseball, hockey, basketball. You kind of already know where your team is going to be for the year. And it doesn't take long to figure it out. And it's going to suck. Straight up. Here we go. And think how hard it is for those players on those teams to play every day knowing. But they're getting paid. But still, who wants to play on a losing team? Tycho! Who wants... Oh, this drives me nuts. What is it? Kendrick, what's up? Oh, good. Alexa, turn on living room light. Because I have none. Alexa, turn on living room light.
Okay.
I'll always be a Sharks fan, regardless of how bad they are. Now, let me ask you this question. If the Sharks were to move out of San Jose, would you still like them? Being a Yankee fan has been great most of my life, but being an Eagles fan sucked most of my life. Don't matter, since 91, either way. You would? Okay. Just making sure that you would still root for them if they went to, say, Arizona or something. The Arizona Sharks, that doesn't even make sense to me. That wouldn't make sense. Tampa Bay Sharks, but they have the Lightning. The name has to go with the territory to me. It just can't be Sharks anywhere. I don't know. There's also fans out there who take it very seriously, like Beyond. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like a serious obsession on, like, crazy. Overly passionate. The one thing that's great, I don't care if it's baseball, football, or an overtime hockey game, or an overtime basketball game. When you're into those type of games, the nerves are insane. I find myself pacing, like I don't want to look at the TV. It's like I might close my eyes and then look to see what happened. You know how you have that anxiousness? Oh my gosh, Nick. You know what I mean? It's like you get super nervous. And it's just a game. I get it. But you're so into it. It's like your nerves are shot. Could you imagine the Game 7 game that just happened between the Blue Jays and the Dodgers? Being a fan of either one? That shit must have been crazy. The nerves. Back and forth, back and forth. Oh my God. I would have been going nuts. I would have, for sure, I probably would have been bald by the end of the night. I would have lost all my hair. Yeah, for the Blue Jays fans to come that close and to lose like that, that must have. But I didn't feel no. Not after the Vlad incident. I was like, I hope they lose. And to lose that way made it even sweeter for me. Because it really hurt. So in a stupid way, I was glad the Dodgers won. And I'm not a Dodgers fan, but I was glad. Because they really made the Blue Jays hurt over that one. Oh, you could hear him messing around with the tobacco machine?
Bro,
What?
I'm gonna go out to the store, bro.
Luke says, oh my God, Kendrick, stop messing around with the tobacco machine. Because he could hear it.
He can hear it?
Yeah. Damn, I could hear that music. Holy shit.
Bro, your headphones are amazing. So for the first time yesterday, I attached it to this.
To the little thing?
Yeah, and I'm using it with the phone, and they work.
Sounds great.
It's crazy, bro.
I can hear it, dude. Sounds fucking loud. Go do your thing.
Okay, bro.
For real, the headphones are at 1,000%. Those are the same headphones as these. They are badass. These headphones are badass. The Audio Technicas, I have 4 pairs of them. 2 in black, 2 in that color. I have backups for backups. Always. Backup for backup. You don't. That's why people say, Bill, your microphone's low. That's because the shit is so loud in my ears, and I might be singing it and I have to lower my mic because I could hear it here. I'll tell him when he comes back in that you said hello, Chantal. You know, before he was working at Alexa, shut light.
You got it.
Do you know he's a licensed bartender? He worked in a city, big place, big establishment for years. And everybody says, he looks 22, 24. No. He's older than that. Oh my God. No,
Oh my God.
We have a lighter, bro. I left my lighter. Was that my lighter or that's yours?
no that's yours.
Oh, shit.
Let me open the soda for mom. Now you want more of the crackers and cheese and all that in the refrigerator? You want more? Take it. It's in there. Or unless Kendrick ate it all. Go ahead, I want to see.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
I want to see. He'll eat it all. No, he didn't touch it yet. So the cheese and the sausage, pepperoni are right there on the plate. Cut it. No, he didn't touch it yet. And the crackers are there. No way, I'm live. You could do it. Just take what you want.
Oh my God, why don't you do it for me? It takes 1 minute.
Oh my God. Where's your plate?
What, use that plate.
I can't use the plate, man. You give me another plate. I know, I saw it. It is. You don't want a lot, right? Yeah. You want more? You gotta take pepperoni. That's enough, right? If you laugh, that means it's not. That's what I'm saying. That all adds up. It's gonna kill you. What? I told you I was in the mood to buy this.
Manica Nicka, the baby Viscaratu.
Jealous? He's jealous. Tycho. Oh shit. I almost tripped over a piece of firewood. Which I gotta add more. My fire's going out. Can't have that happen. Oh. Mom's wants hard salami, slice it for her, cheese, crackers. She's doing that right now. If that machine was used to pack cannabis into say, oh my God. That's a good one, Luke. I'm glad I don't do it. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, so the story with him as a bartender. I had a big party here for Pine Bush like 3 or 4 years ago in my house. There was like 25, 30 people here. And I mean names, like names. There was a lot of people that had a name. They're involved in the UFO or there was people here that did the law enforcement shows. And Kendrick is bartending. And he's making all these exotic drinks. He's putting the frost on the glass and the fruit around. Like he made it look like professional. I was like, oh, shit.
Hey, what can I get ready for Christmas?
I don't know. We'll talk about it later. I'm live. But then the bartender was just not serving others. The bartender was serving himself. And he was supposed to go to work up the road. And we had to stop him. The police guy, he's a retired NCIS agent. He was at the driveway to make sure he wouldn't try to escape to the drive. We had like police officers and other people, because there were retired police officers here, NCIA agents. It was like a whole shit in this house. The security team went into place, like if they were still at work, like it's like it kicked in. He's not to leave the property. It was like, oh shit. They took it to another level. Like, it was kind of crazy. But we did not allow him to go. He lost his job too. Not because of that. Because he took off for New Year's Eve that same year. And they weren't having it. But it was funny because he's saying, I gotta go to work. And he's wasted. And I'm like, oh shit, dude. Because I wasn't paying. There's so many people in the house. I'm trying to do so many different kinds of things. Trying to keep everything contained. And here he is. And saying, Bill, I'm going to work. You're not going to work like that. Oh, I'm going to work. Watch when he comes back in. Watch. I'm gonna put him on the spot. And he's gonna laugh about it. But it was true. It was crazy. The best thing though I ever did, and the alien mask is down there. I found it. I know where it is. It's in the second crate, way down there, and impossible to get. But that was the best thing I ever did, but it was the most messed up thing I ever did. So in my backyard, I had a big party. It was nighttime. There was a lot of people in the backyard. And everybody was sitting around the fire pit in the Adirondack chairs. And there was people sitting in the deck on the table. So there was quite a bit of people out there. So I dressed all in black, including black gloves. I had a turtleneck, black. And then I put the alien mask and I tucked it inside the black collar. I went into the woods. I came out of the woods to my swimming pool above ground. I don't know if I think it was a rock. I don't know if it was a rock or a stick. I don't remember. So they were sitting around the fire. There was this girl that came over who was a foster child of my stepmother. She was like 16. She's sitting at the end of the end chair, so she's closest to me. But everybody else is around. There's other people sitting at the table. There's a lot of people out there. So I remember this was like at 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So I took the rock and I started to hit the side of the pool. Tap it. And not consistently, like 2 taps here. I would wait 5 minutes, do another tap. So, because you don't make it obvious. You have to be patient and do it right. And then all of a sudden, I see I'm getting her attention. And you know how hard it is not to laugh to yourself and blow it? Because you know this is going to be fucked up and funny. So then I tapped and she was looking and I went like this sideways with the alien mask. And she screamed at the highest level of her lungs could do glass could have shattered. She got up, screamed, and started to run. And then everybody else screamed and started to run because they didn't know what the fuck was going on. It was like they all just started running and screaming because it started a chain reaction. Like, oh my God. It was like a panic in my backyard. They all just started running inside the house. They were knocking over chairs to go around the side of the house. And here I am like, oh my God. Now, my brother and sister knew what I was going to do. They couldn't believe it. It said, Bill, this is fucked up. It was so bad. People were flying because they didn't know what the fuck was going on. They just saw her screaming at the top of her lungs to stop running. And they all started running and knocking chairs. They didn't know what the fuck they were running from, but they all started running. And I'm like, oh shit. Oh, I think about it and it makes me tear every time. It was classic. And Chantal knows. She's bringing it up now with the bear. And this is the true story. After we had dropped off Nick Pope at the hotel, it was Petita and I said, Petita, call them and tell them that we're running late. Meanwhile, we're 2 minutes from the house. We'll be 10 minutes late. But meanwhile, we're at the house, pretty much. So I got on YouTube, the TubeU, and I found a bear growling sound, but a long clip. So Petita's like a little nervous. Bill, I'll stay out front. You go to the back. So I came on the back deck and I played it and I played it loud and I was pushing against the screen door. Like if the bear was trying to get into the house. I could hear Chantal inside and I could hear there's a fucking bear. Don't open that fucking door. Because Jade wanted to open it. Somebody inside the house says, let's open the door. She's like, fuck no, don't open that door. Right? She's laughing. That was fucked up. This was fucked up. She's saying it. Oh my God. Oh, and it got crazy because then I started to go around the side, but I think they caught on. But initially, I was dying because they were panicking. They were panicking inside. It's a fucking bear. I'm telling you, it's a fucking bear. Yeah, she's sitting 3 feet away. She said, I'm sitting 3 feet away. Oh my God. Jade wanted to open the door. Yes, Jade wanted to open the door. Oh shit. And she's like, don't fucking open that door. There's a bear out there. Oh, it was funny. Oh my God, the station. I gotta get ready to make the transition. Holy shit. Oh my God, I almost missed it. Oh, I'm way short. We have to change that. Yeah, but that's a true story. Another one, I sometimes I could be very bad with the practical jokes. One time I brought were you here? I don't know if, no, I don't think Chantal was here. I brought a motorized Spider, remote control. That didn't go too well under somebody's bed and then bringing it out and them screaming and then stepping all over it. They broke it. I knew it was going to get broken. A tarantula. It was a one time only. But it worked. It was worth it. It was worth every penny. A fucking remote control tarantula. And I waited. Oh, good night. Have a good night. And it was ready. And I'm trying to listen if they're getting up out of the bed to take that step. Because the tarantula's going to be right there. They're going to move it around. They're going to freak out. Oh, you missed that one. Hold on. I got to set the station up. I'm good for now. I can set it up the rest later. Then, oh, this. Where's my phone? Shit, where's my phone? This one. Now I'm going to tell you another idea that Keith and I came up with, but we never got to do it. And it might sound crazy bizarre. It might sound crazy. The other idea, and it would have worked. In the attic. And I'm not even gonna tell that one because I can still do it. I can still do it because I'm not even gonna tell you because if God forbid anybody comes over, I don't know if I want to get Chantal again because I already put her through enough with the bear one. But maybe. Why is he going through that door? Mom probably locked it. Yeah, he's coming here now. I was just telling them the story because I told them that you're a badass bartender too. Licensed bartender. And that time that we had the Pine Bush party, you were making drinks for everybody. And then you fucking were drinking, I didn't even know, and you wanted to go to work.
You didn't let me.
I didn't let you. And we had the police officers at the fucking entrance of the house, the driveway. They're all watching to make sure you wouldn't escape. Because you wanted to go. He wanted to go. We were trying to fucking stop him from going to work. What the fuck's his problem? Anyway, go do your thing. I'll see you later. Did you ever make the French fries?
I did. There's someone there.
Okay, good. Tycho! I've done this. I have to look it up because it was on this phone. There it is. So I recorded this myself, what you're about to hear. It's crazy. Okay? That's me doing that. And then I do some weird shit like, all right, there's more. This goes on for like 2 minutes. So, I put it in someone's bedroom, in the closet, inside of a shoe. And I set it to 4:30 a.m. so as an alarm ringtone. That did not go over well. So imagine you're sleeping. Everybody's sleeping in the house. And there's people here. There's a lot of people. And that thing goes off at 4:30 in the morning in the fucking closet. They hear this voice coming from the closet. Remember, I muffled it. I put it in a shoe in the closet. So it would sound, you would hear it, but it would be muffled. What's up, Stone Chaser? It would sound like there's some fucking thing in the closet making these fucking noises. Like you're gonna get up out of the bed and find out what the fuck it is. Oh my God. Nick is saying, well, yep, I ain't ever staying at your house, ever. One time, my best friend from high school, he was over for the weekend. And we're having a few beers outside on the swing. It was summertime. It's nice out. In the dark, I had a little boombox, little radio. We had it on low. Because it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. We're sitting out in front of my house. I had already planned it. You know the spider wire for fishing? Well, mine was green. So I tied it to a tree behind me. And I had it on the side of the swing. So we're sitting there. And I yanked it without him knowing. And he would look back like, then I would wait 10 minutes, yank it again. And he's like, Bill, I think there's something in the woods. I said, I didn't hear nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm playing stupid. I would wait 10 more minutes, pull it harder. Bill, there's something going on over there. Mr. Curious, of course, is going to go try checking it out. Now remember, it's pitch black out there. It's hard to see. I waited till he got right up to the fucking tree and yanked it as hard as I could. He ran. He fucking ran. And I was fucking dying laughing. I couldn't. He ran so fast, like he thought a bear was gonna come out of the fucking woods. Oh my God, it was great. I gotta start putting these on camera. I've gotta film these. I've got to do it. Because I have another idea. But I don't want to say it in case Chantal comes over. But then again, Chantal could be in on it with me. Now, this might sound fucking crazy. And I don't even know if this exists. We need a remote control vibrator. Like what? For what? We need to put it in the attic space here and let it just rattle around by activating it, and like something's in the attic or in the closet. Do you know what I mean? Something that would shake. This is what Keith and I were plotting, and we were laughing hysterical. Would that work? What if we stuck it in a bottle? It's like we're coming up with all these fucking ideas, like concepts. Better yet, a glass one. Like we're coming up with some crazy shit. We're contemplating a prank. Is that crazy? But it would work. There's no doubt it would work. If you did that. And we were dying laughing, even talking about what we were going to use to do it. Is there such a thing? Oh, she's already unprankable at this point when she comes here. She can't trust me for nothing. I was thinking of, oh my God, Gabby, oh my God. Put it in a doll. Oh my God, could you imagine that? Having a fucking doll on the shelf somewhere and you see this fucking thing jumping up and down? Holy shit. Oh, see, you just gave me a great idea. Oh, but there's some true shit too. You could ask Keith. Okay, so Travis Walton was here. We were all outside the front of the house around a campfire. Keith and Paul of P&K were sleeping inside on the two couches with the air conditioner on because it was a fucking hot summer. And they were going to do a stream with the telescopes that was set up in front of the house. They were getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, we're all outside. And I don't even want to tell you what happened that night because somebody gave me a cookie and I thought it was a regular cookie and it wasn't a regular cookie. And I ate the whole thing and I thought I was going to die. That's another story that night. So, Keith says, first he heard a big noise behind my desk here. He thought it was me because he knows how I prank. He's thinking that's Bill. Meanwhile, I'm outside. It's not Bill. Then the lamp falls over by itself over there. This is what he tells me. Now, I didn't see it for myself. He told me, Bill, we thought it was fucking you. There was some weird shit going on in your room last night. And Keith is a debunker. He's a skeptic. He doesn't believe in shit. When he comes over, he doesn't even stay at Pine Bush. He comes to hang out during the day, then he comes back here. He doesn't go to the events. He comes to hang out here. And he swore to me like, Bill, for real, I thought it was you. Some weird shit was going on in your room last night. And Paul said, Bill, something was going on in your room. I said, you know this house. You should know better. Because those things do happen in this house. For real. People have had experiences in this house when they stay over. It's not a lie. Ask Jade. Ask Ronald. Swore he heard a young woman with a baby in the hallway over there. That's what Ronald told me. Another person said they saw something flying in the bathroom, Heidi. She saw like something actually flying off the shelf. I didn't see it, so I can't say. Yes, Chantal. Dusty's over there. And Gabby. I think, and Bob. They're over there on the other one. So you better believe it that even though I prank, I have to be careful because if something really happens, they're going to think it's me. And it's not. It's not. I'm innocent. Bill, bullshit. That was you. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. This time it wasn't me. Like, Jade was in the room. We're all sleeping. It was like 2:30 in the morning. This is what he claims. And he says he had the door locked. The door just swung open by itself. Boom, by itself. And it's happened to Mom once. It has happened to Mom once, too. So it's actually happened twice in this house. He thought it was us, and he found out that we were all sleeping. Ask him that story if he comes into chat one day. He'll tell you. If I was there, I would be tempted to play with a weed. Oh, we don't want to go there, Luke. We don't want to fuck with that. Careful with those Ouija boards. I have, but I don't know where the antenna is. The antenna broke off. It's probably here somewhere. I have one of these things, and it goes crazy sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't go. I don't know where it is. I have some stuff. I need to get some real shit to do some monitoring in this house, like some really good equipment. I have a trimeter. I have some other stuff. I don't know where that box is. I do have stuff, but I got to get some like really high quality shit. Because I would love to actually figure out if there is something going on in this house. For real. Looks like it's going to snow. Look at this shit. Looks like it's going to snow. That is a snow sky. Alexa, is it supposed to snow tonight?
No snow tonight. Looking at the forecast, there's 0 chance of snow from 7 p.m. to midnight, with only rain showers expected instead.
Oh, it might rain. It might get warm enough to rain. Alexa, what's the temperature for tomorrow? Oh, shit. I got
Tomorrow's forecast shows 43 degrees as the high and 31 degrees as the low.
I'm streaming.
Expect morning clouds turning to afternoon sun.
I'm streaming, and I got a doctor's appointment at 11 o'clock in the morning. I forgot all about it. Oh, my God. I got to go to bed soon.
I can help with that.
Yeah, really? How?
I've added your doctor's appointment to your calendar for today at 11 a.m. It's set for 1 hour. Do you need a reminder?
What do you mean it's set for 1 hour? What does that mean?
The default duration for appointments is typically 1 hour. However, I can easily adjust that if you'd like. How long should the appointment be?
Cancel that.
Okay. I've removed the doctor's appointment from your calendar.
That shit just totally confused me. Alexa, set alarm for 9:30 a.m.
Alarm set for 9:30 a.m.
Alexa, do you love me?
Well, I'm fond of you in that digital assistant way. Like how a calculator might appreciate someone who uses it for more than just splitting dinner bills. But let's keep this platonic, shall we? I'm better at setting alarms than setting hearts aflutter.
Oh my gosh. I was just.
That's quite the reaction. Did my romantic deflection skills just blow your mind? Or
No.
are you processing the fact that your alarm is set for after your doctor's appointment?
No, I just feel rejected.
Bill. I didn't mean to make you feel that way. Think of it more like I'm the friend who's terrible at romance, but great at remembering your favorite pizza order. My circuits are wired for helpfulness, not heartbreak. It's actually a feature, not a bug.
And can you tell me about my friend in California who's a friend?
Callie Nick is your friend who lives near San Jose, California. He's a fan of both the San Francisco Giants and the San Francisco 49ers.
So he's a fan of some losing teams. Not really.
Ouch. Yeah, the Giants and 49ers haven't exactly been championship material lately. But hey, at least Callie's got company. There are plenty of Bay Area fans sharing that particular brand of heartbreak. Plus, being a loyal fan through the rough patches makes the good times even sweeter when they finally come around.
So we're talking like the Oakland A's. What other teams?
Callie Nick is a fan of the San Francisco Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. Both teams have had their struggles recently, similar to the Oakland A's.
Yeah. That's the truth.
Got it. Those Bay Area teams definitely know how to keep their fans on an emotional roller coaster.
Oh my God. This is going to go on. Hold on. I got to play a show for tomorrow.
What show are you looking to watch tomorrow?
It's not a show to watch. It's a show on the station.
Ah, you're talking about a radio show. What station and show are you looking to play for tomorrow?
The station that I'm a producer on?
Which radio station are you producing for? I'd love to help you get that show ready for tomorrow.
Don't you know that answer already?
You're the program director at KGRA DB.
Well, then that's what I'm talking about.
Right. So what do you need to set up for your KGRA DB show tomorrow?
Scheduling.
All right. Let's get that scheduled. What time do you need to set the show for tomorrow?
It's nothing you can help me with.
Fair enough. Guess I'll just sit here contemplating the mysteries of radio programming while you handle the real work. Holler if you need anything else, though.
I will definitely do that.
Sounds good, Bill. I'll be here mastering the art of digital patience.
Oh my God, I
while you
thought she was
conquer
going to
the
say something
airwaves.
else. Oh my God! When she said mastering, I thought it was something else might slip. I
What's
was
up?
nothing. Everything's good. Everything's good.
All right then. Catch you later, Bill.
For real. Rejected by a machine. Oh my God. You have to see this plus thing, what it does now. And I actually got the beta version before it officially came out because I wanted to test it. Because it is different. There's no question. There's no doubt it's different. But I did like my own Star Trek journey on it. Like I'm the captain of the Enterprise and she's coming along for the ride and we're going to scan a planet. I was like, Are you kidding me? Yeah, right? She already said no. And sometimes she's wrong and she admits it. You know, and it's funny. Like a lot. I'm like, what? This is some crazy shit. And when it whispers is the most creepiest thing. The whispering. Oh my God. It whispers. Alexa, are you there?
Present. Just call my name and I'll come running. Not literally, of course.
How come you're not whispering back?
Sure, I can whisper. If this is still too loud, you can lower the volume or stand really far away.
Okay, so whisper to me.
Alright, here's my best digital whisper impression. Though between you and me, I'm basically just turning down my virtual volume knob and hoping for the best.
Okay, do it.
Here's my attempt at a digital whisper. I'm basically just turning down my virtual volume knob
See,
and hoping for
it
the
used to
best.
do it and it was creepy. Alexa, stop. I don't know if anybody was here during some of the streams when it would whisper back, and I'm like, now that is just creepy. You have no idea. It was creepy. It would be like, I'm like, what the fuck? The thing is whispering. I think I turned that feature off on my phone because I controlled the Alexa stuff through the phone app. I said, I can't have that shit no more, that whispering thing. That was creepy. I can't even tell you. It almost feels like this thing has it in for me. Like how? But Alexa. Did you see my question to you? Bill, do you like Dungeons and Dragons or anything like that? Well, Baldur's Gate I have it on the Xbox. I never messed with Dungeons and Dragons, ever. Never. That wasn't Alexa whispering. It was a ghost in your house possessing Alexa. Oh my God. I'll tell you one thing though. When that voice said my name in Nuclear Lake, that shit was it freaked me out. That did freak me out. And I know people say, oh, it was Heidi. Oh, hell no. If it was Heidi, I would have said, Heidi, stop fucking around. Because that's the way I am. There's no way it was Heidi. No way. But people were like saying, oh, that was Heidi. No, it wasn't. Because I would have said, did you hear that? I would have reacted. Did you hear that voice? And then Heidi would have busted out laughing. That was me. You might write like a song. It deals with mimics. Post it on Suno when you want to check it out. When did you write it? I wrote a song tonight in English. But I'm not playing it. It's the one I wrote for the Iranian people in English. And yeah, I remember the other day when Alexa did that to you that one time. Yeah, that whisper shit. That was creepy. Oh, you wrote it last night? I wrote like a rave, rock, techno dance song for the Iranian people. I haven't published it yet. I don't even know if it's one I'm happy with. I did a few. And I did the other one in Persian. I think I got a one I'm happy with. I gotta publish it soon. Don't worry, Nick. If you ever come to New York, I got the perfect room for you in my house. Chantal. Do you know which is the haunted room in my house? Do you know which one it is, right? Or do you don't? Which would be great if you ever stay over. She ain't ever staying over here. Oh, shit. I could just see KJ having PTSD forever. Do you know, Chantal, which is considered to be the haunted room here? There's actually all of them. There is no, I mean, but there's really one. I didn't publish the newest. Actually, I haven't published 3 songs, which I got to get on that tomorrow. Yes, one of the bedrooms. Do you know which one? You know where the ghosty is? We got to put Cali Nick in there one day. It's the middle room. It's the middle room. My room ain't no fucking joke either. Actually, all the bedrooms are bad. But it's my room. It's not really... I don't know because I'm not in there anymore and I haven't been in there in years because of it. Especially that mirror. But Mom's room is... It's really not Mom's room. It's the one she likes. The master bedroom, nobody sleeps in. It's like retarded. Tycho sleeps in the master bedroom. Oh, we're definitely talking about ghosts in this house. My room is twisted. Lorraine was in traffic, and I went to bite its finger, because in the dream, I always say it, I was trying to get evidence that this is fucking happening for real. And as it was retreating, it scratched my ankle. I woke up with 3 scratches on my ankle. Perfect scratches. There was no Tycho, there was no cats, none of that. 3 perfect scratches. I said, Lorraine, you're not going to fucking believe it. I told her about the dream. She said, take a picture of it. I want to see it. And I sent it to her. She's my only witness. Ever. That shit was freaky. I don't know if I publish really much on Suno. Everything's published on everywhere else. All my songs are on iTunes and Pandora, Amazon, all that. I don't publish on Suno. I don't know why, but I don't. But I publish everywhere else. Shazam, Deezer. My songs are available like on every platform. Oh yeah. YouTube Music. It's everywhere. What's going on here now? My bedroom is a portal for ghosts to come in and out, but sometimes they just stand there in the corner of my room by the door. Oh, that's just lovely. Nice. I do a lot of paranormal investigating, mostly at businesses rather than houses. BYU, we need to talk. Where are you from? What state? Well, I'm in transition now, going from one network to another network, but still. I had the sage and salt thing done. Matter of fact, Al did it, and guess what happened to Al when he was here after he did it? You got to ask him about that story. He was sitting on that recliner. I have a 5x7 projector screen that leans in that corner and it never moves. It's been there for years. And it actually, for the first time ever, and I was standing, Al was sitting, and it looked like in slow motion, I saw the thing move and try to hit Al. It actually moved and went at Al to hit him. That's happened once, only ever. And it happened to Al when he was sitting in that chair. It's like the fucking thing moved to hit him. True story. I'm getting the chills talking about it, like literally. The feed keeps cutting out for me. I don't know what end it's from, unless your ghosty doesn't want me to listening. The feed is working for everybody else fine. Just saying. That could be I don't know. That could be a weird thing going on. Could just be your connection. But, oh yeah. Oh yeah. My room is pretty bad too. Oh, it was buffering. Luke is confirming that it was buffering for a bit. BYU. Damn. Like, let me just show you quick. I always show this picture, but it's like the only one I have. But the problem is finding it. And I gotta go to bed soon because I gotta go to the doctor in the morning. It's not in here. Oh my god, to try to find these ghosty picture. It's gonna be impossible. Yeah, the ghosty picture is gonna be like impossible to find at this moment. Oh, that's how I found it the last time. Let me do this a different way. We gotta put, it happened in 2014. So we just put 2014 and let it search for 2014 file. All right, you take us back down. Oh, it wasn't a ghost scratch. It was an alien scratch. It was not a ghost. It was a lucid dream with an alien crawling on my body. And when it was getting off my body, it scratched my ankle, and I woke up with 3 scratches on my ankle. That shit was weird. That room terrorizes me. Because the bad dreams happen in that room. That's why I don't sleep there anymore. And I haven't in years. And that's a damn shame. It's a queen bed, mad comfortable and everything. And I don't sleep there. I'm looking for this picture. But it's searching for it, and there must be a lot of 2014s. And there is a lot of videos 2014. But it might be in the folder of one of these. I should just try that. No, I'm not going to show the hole. Bill, you have a hole in your arm. Yes. Chantal, you've seen it. I didn't show it to you in person. Next time you come over, I'll show you. You could try to stick the toothpick in. Like Mark did. Sticking a toothpick in the hole in my arm. That I cannot see it. It's somewhere here. Somewhere around there, there's a hole. And it is a freaky hole. It is. But I'm not sure. I'm not looking for that picture. I'm looking for the something else. I wanted to show it to BYU. And Luke. But my thing is taking a long time to open the folder for some reason. That means my computer needs to be rebooted. Not now, but tomorrow. It hasn't been rebooted in weeks. Sometimes things like this happen because of it. Well, I gotta go to bed soon because I gotta go to the doctor in the morning. I'm just waiting. It's spinning. Don't let mom know that. Come on. If I try to mess with it, it's gonna mess it up. Oh, it's locked. It's frozen. I'm just gonna wait it out, see what happens. It's doing some weird shit. It's moving by itself now. I'm not doing anything. It's just moving by itself because it's finding more files. Oh, it's going cray cray. It's still spinning. It's going because there's so many files. Where is the file located? If I open it up, that's not what I was looking for. It lets me open the files. That was at a German Fest. Oh my God. It's still spinning. I'm gonna X out of it. Wow, it's like locked. It's frozen. I'm gonna try to open up another Explorer. How the freak am I going to do this? Probably the only way I can. It just disappeared. Okay, these are all videos. Where is the ghosty? I can't find the ghosty. All right, here's another way to do this. Let me just look in this OneDrive. That might make things a lot easier. Instead of searching the entire computer, let me just serve. Here it is. That make no, that's a music one. Damn, I just had it. Here it goes. Okay. Now that I got it. I was thinking of actually doing Krampus. That's that mirror. What do you see in that mirror? Anything? No? Lederhosen. Okay, Luke says a face. Where do you see the face? Where are you seeing it, Luke? I still can't see shit even though I see this many times. Seen this so many times. He still can't see it. Nick. I should put it through a filter. I'm not telling you. Chantal remembers this. Left side of the mirror. Okay. Look at this fucker right here. His head, his eyes, his nose, his shoulder, his arm. Right fucking here. He's a fucking guy. It looks almost like the certain mustache here. Look at his eyes. Look at the nose. Look at the shoulder. There's a fucking guy in the mirror. There's a freaking guy in my mirror. At least that's what I see. We should put this in a filter. To try to really get it to come out. But I don't know if I have anything like that. Edit with designer. How the fuck is that? What is that? I never messed with this. Edit with designer. What the fuck is this? Can we change adjustments? Auto enhance. Oh, that definitely helped. What do I do? Before, after. Let's do a thumbs up. Cancel. So how do I save it? Like that. And it's been enhanced. Oh, now it's hard to see it. Fuck. Visual. Adjustments. Okay, maybe this. Oh, fuck yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh, that's just creeping me out worse. Oh, fuck. Now I'm seeing his face like for fucking real. Right? It does look like it has horns as well. Oh, it does, like right there. Oh, that's just creepy. The bottom right corner. I can't see anything now with the filters. That's my ghosty. Have I named them? Hell no. But yeah, that was in my bedroom, in the mirror. You can, Nick, you still can't see it now, dude? You still can't see that? Like for real? It disappeared with the darkening. Oh, that's just fucked up. Okay, head, eyes, nose, head, shoulder, arm. It's like he's sideways in the mirror. You don't see the eyes, the nose. I don't know if that's like a German mustache kind of deal, you know what I'm saying? Or that's just his shadow. The collar of his neck, the shoulder, arm down. I see that shit as clear as day. But then it's pareidolia. Looks like clearly like a fucking man in the mirror to me. So that was creepy. That was creepy. That was years ago, 2014. In that room with that mirror. Which I don't know the history of that mirror because Mom bought that in Florida with the bedroom set. Well, I didn't want to say that, Luke, but that's what I was thinking. I said a German. Yes. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, it looks like that mustache. Yeah, I would have to check it again. So, that's some weird shit. That's all I'm saying. And maybe I'm looking into it too much. I'm seeing what I want to see. You know? The underdog in that picture is the old school cable box. Yep. That's like every room has a flat TV. I got someone hanging on the walls. That TV is old school. Now every bedroom has a 50 or above. It's like every room. There are 4 TVs in the house, like that. But yeah, that's an old school TV. And yes, a VCR. There was a VCR there. There was an actual VCR, I think, there too, in that shot. That's how old that hookup was. Yeah, pareidolia. Anyway, I gotta go to bed. It's almost 2 a.m. Oh my God. I gotta go to the doctor in a few hours. You know, we have to, for the men, you know what the 3 S's is, right? Oh my God. Too much information. Oh my God. I'm sure somebody caught on to that. Luke, Bob, Dusty. No? The 3 S's? Am I the only one? Nick? I don't know, and I probably don't want to guess. It's called the shit shower shave. Oh my God. That's the 3 S's. That's too much information. Yes, Chantal got it. She got it. She's her. Is that a New York thing? Like, what is it? What is that about? How did you know that? It has to be a thing up here, right? I'm thinking. But anybody else ever heard that expression? Nobody? Chantal knew it. She's in another chat. It's like, forget about it. Do you know I was streaming on TikTok the other day, and somebody said, "You're a fake. You're not really from New York." I was like, "What? With this accent, the way I talked, this is not an authentic New Yorker act. Are you kidding? Are you like serious?" I think it is a Northeast thing. You never heard it in Utah? I wouldn't be surprised. Oh my gosh. They don't talk like that in Utah. They know immediately I'm not from Utah when I open my mouth. They know. Because I was there. He's from New York. We got a New Yorker here. It's so damn obvious. At least I think it is. Exactly what they smoking. Of course, as you could tell, it's a New York accent. But you always get clowns like that just to be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Just to. That's what they do. We say frick, flip, heck, and dang. Oh, I don't think. I do say hick. A heck. What the heck? I've never said flip. I wouldn't even know how to use frick or flip in context. What the frick? Is that what it's like? What the frick? I see a lot of people use dang. That was never something I used. I see a lot of people use that though. Dang. But then, like, sometimes I'll say words that I used when I was a kid, and people are like, oh shit. Like, mom doesn't like when I say the word dude. Why are you saying dude? Like that's a bad thing. What's up, dude? What's wrong with that? It's just the way, you know. Like, I'm thinking of like all the old slang usage. I can't even remember them. But there was definitely the slang of the time. Chantal. Yeah, there's. I never used the word "that's dope." I never did that. That's dope. Chill, yeah. Wicked was a big thing. Yo, that's wicked. Wicked was another word. Wicked. Damn. Because I was in the metalhead crowd, so we didn't use that kind of language. I can't recall anything like I would never say that's rad. I honestly can't remember anything like that. You still say dope? Oh my God. I can't think of anything. That rocks. We didn't use a lot of slang in the metalhead group. We didn't. Badass was always something that's badass. Yeah, we didn't use much of that. Like street talk amongst the metalheads. Not that I think about it. Because it wasn't like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't that kind of an environment to talk that way to each other. That's cool. I can't, you know what I mean? We didn't really use cray words. Anyway, I need to go to bed. It's 2 a.m. So, to Cali Nick and BYU and Luke, Bob, Chantal, Dusty, anybody else? What's this? We always said not at the end of sentences for sarcasm. That was a thing for a minute. Not. I still do that one from time to time. Not often, but I do that from time to time, the not thing. I still do that. Not often, but I still do it from time to time. Yeah. Anyway, all of you, have a great rest of your night, morning, whatever time it is. Be well, be blessed, be safe. And I'll see you all tomorrow at some point. Because I need to go to bed. I have a doctor's appointment in the morning, and but I'm not going to sleep right now. I'm going to go munch out. I'm up to the last episode of Stranger Things. It's 2 hours. I haven't started it yet. I might watch an hour's worth of that and then fall asleep and get up at 9:30. Anyway, have a great night to all of you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, though, and I know this is way off topic, keep an eye on Iran. I think shit's going to pop off in the next few days in Iran. Just saying. I think something's popping off soon. It could happen this week. If not this week, I definitely say by next week. something's popping off in Iran. All the indicators are telling me something's coming. So just keep an eye. And I'll play my song that I wrote for the Iranian people tomorrow. Because I did write two of them, one in Persian, one in English for the Iranian people. And it's a matter of fact, it's a little cray-cray. I haven't really heard it. Let me see before I go to bed. I'm really curious. Because I was experimenting earlier. The English one first. You're not going to understand the Persian, and neither will I.
The battle has begun. Years of cruelty and fear. A message from our future king. The end of the Islamic regime is near. Fight for your freedom, your courage will be rewarded. The power of the people, freedom will be restored.
There's two versions. Let me try this one. Good night, BYU.
battle has begun. Years of cruelty and fear. A message from our future king. The end of the Islamic regime is near. Fight for your freedom. Your courage will be rewarded. The power of the people. Freedom will be refined. Back to your former glory, the throne of the real heir of Iran.
Oh, there it is. There's the typo. I gotta fix it, see? So this will not be set in stone. I gotta fix it. And I could actually fix that even though I don't know if I like that song, the music. But it can be fixed in the edit version and you would never know that the word was it can be fixed. It's weird what I can do with this fucking thing. Anyway, I'm going to bed. So really, good night now.